Let's go into the new visa category, the 408. Can you give some guidance on how that is used, who it applies to, and how it's rolled out in Australia?
Yes, look, 3 weeks ago, there was a media release by the Australian government that a new visa stream would be introduced. Um, it would be introduced within a temporary activity visa program, and this would be a stream that is loosely known as the 408 pandemic stream. It is for um, visa holders who are in Australia, but who work in critical industries such as aged care, healthcare, allied health, and agricultural workers, to be able to get a visa to continue working. And this would not be, I suppose, for a particular employer. It doesn't need to be sponsored by an employer, interestingly, but it would allow those workers to work in those critical industries very quickly and ensure that the Australian community is still serviced by highly skilled workers in those critical industries. The announcement also included that those workers would be able to make the application online, and there would be no cost, no application fee for that particular visa stream. The processing would be done also very quickly as a priority by the Department of Home Affairs visa officials, and there would be no health checks required and no character checks. Since the introduction of the actual application, there have been some teething problems with the IT systems themselves, but by and large, this is an opportunity for workers in those critical sectors to extend their stays in Australia lawfully and basically contribute to this crisis at the moment in a very, very meaningful way. The remuneration being offered is obviously at a market rate. So employers in those critical sectors are very, very happy to receive an influx of those 408 pandemic visa holders.
Okay, so it seems like a really flexible option if you qualify in a limited scope of individuals. Now, is it open for the foreseeable future, or does it have a cap by which you have to apply?
Well, definitely workers who are interested in this program must make their application before their existing visas expire. So, for example, if a working holiday maker was working in a hospital as a nurse and they were coming to the end of their work limitation, which is usually 6 months, they could, if they are suitably qualified and experienced, apply for the 408 visa to continue working for any employer on an unrestricted basis. Now, these 408 visas are being granted for at least 6 months. So that is a way to extend the stay and obviously earn money. But that's just in the working holiday visa transition.
And
So it's well worth it.
Is there parameters in the regulations to allow further extensions? I know it's obviously too early to see any extensions coming in, but can you extend them per the regulations?
I can't see the extension happening past, I suppose, when this COVID-19 crisis has been, I suppose, has reached a stage where it's really easier to control. So, for example, if we said that the chances of having a vaccine will be in a year's time, then I could see the 408 visa being granted for 12 months.
Okay.
What happens after that really depends on how this virus then tracks in terms of development of a vaccine or development of a treatment, as we've heard today, or in fact, if a person who has been positive, recovered, and then is tested again and tested as being COVID-19 positive again, that is something that we just don't know enough about.
Right.
And I would say that the Department of Immigration would then take its cue from the medical advice and the health advice, and they have the power to extend the program during any second wave of a COVID-19 crisis.
Well, we hope there's certainly not a second wave, and but it seems like a good opportunity for those individuals that can qualify for it to get some short-term relief, and then maybe pivot to find an alternative option post the COVID era.
Yes, I mean that's the beauty of the system here, that as long as you make your application before a current visa expires, then you're insured of having a bridging visa, which allows you to stay with work rights in Australia until the new visa application is processed.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing the information on the new 408 visa. Again, if anyone has questions, you can reach out to Philip about that, but important information, it's relatively new as well. So thank you again.
You're very welcome.